Positive talk about the progress of Leitrim over the past few months. Let's go there now and hear Jim Carney's report on the game between Sligo and Galway at Sligo.
Well, first of all, Jim, we've worked hard. Didn't start 2 or 3 weeks ago. It started 6 months ago, and I've got great cooperation not alone from the players, but from the county board, and I think everyone in Sligo. Everyone in Sligo wants us to win in county team, and I think we're on the way. Now, whether it happens today or not, it's a very young team. We're well capable of taking the game if they believe in themselves. But there's always the option, you know, with young and experienced players. But I feel that if we play to our potential today, we're well able to cause an upset.
Meanwhile, Galway manager Bosco McDermott had to make a late change. Centre half-back Damien Mitchell couldn't play, and number 17 Kevin Fallon of Tuam Stars came in to take his place.
Come on, there's pride and everything. Let's go from the start. It's all hard work. That's all it is. Let's go. Come on! Lads, we get our breath back. First 15 minutes are very vital. Come on.
This Sligo team contained no fewer than 6 under-21s, and they banked on getting a good start. Well, they did that. They got the first score of the game after 2.5 minutes. Set up here by one of their more experienced players, Fintan Feeney. Nice turn to get round Mark Kelly. Had young Paul Taylor in support, and Taylor had the confidence to go for his score in the early stages. Well, that clearly helped to settle the Sligo lads, and they quickly got another point. Paul Taylor's involved again. This time he has Declan McGoldrick in support. McGoldrick, from further out, judges it well and lands on the top of the net, Sligo 2 up. And then they went 3 up. Bernard Mulhern made a great run from left half-back. The ball was transferred to him nicely by Fintan Feeney, and Mulhern, on the run, got his point. We're into the second quarter. Galway still haven't scored, and there's a penalty here for Sligo. Eamon O'Hara's shot, Mark Kelly, the Galway defender, handled on the ground, and Declan McGoldrick steps up to the penalty, but off the butt of the upright. So relief for a hard-pressed Galway defence. At long last they scored when Neil Finnegan put over a free, and then he set up this one for number 10, Brendan Duffy. Finishing well though under pressure, and that was Galway at 2 points, Sligo leading by 1. Then Val Daly trying for an equaliser, but it hung in the crosswind. Sligo might have cleared this one. It fell to Tommy Wilson, however, for Galway, and Wilson to make it 3 points apiece. From there to half-time, Paul Seavers got a point for Sligo, Jareth Fallon and Neil Finnegan got points for Galway, and now leading in the second half by 1 point. Here's Finnegan again to stretch the lead. Now 6 points to Galway, 4 to Sligo. Finnegan followed that with a free for a 3-point lead for Galway. But back came Sligo, and they put in some very good football in this particular period of the match. Ken Killeen here, one of their 6 under-21s, fending off a tackle and putting over a good point. 7-5 now to Galway. Then Galway broke through for a goal chance. This ball sent in here by Fergal Gavin, but out bravely came Sligo goalkeeper Pat Kilcoyne. And then we enjoyed the best single passage of the match. Sligo breaking out of defence. Eamon O'Hara, a very good ball carrier, putting the Galway defence under pressure. Tommy Wilson went back to help his defence. Bernard Mulhern dropping it in. A Sligo forward got a touch to it. The Galway goalkeeper Cathal McGinley was put under pressure by no fewer than 3 Sligo forwards, and Mark Kelly's clearance fell to Fintan Feeney, who promptly dispatched it back over the bar. And so there was only 1 point in it again. Galway 7, Sligo 6. Then an inspirational point by the Galway captain, Jareth Fallon, leading by example, coming forward, and 8 points to 6. It's Galway 2 up again. But enter Eamon O'Hara, the first of 2 very good points, shipping a hard challenge and firing over a great point with his left foot. A Declan McGoldrick free for Sligo then levelled the match, and here's Paul Seavers to give them the lead. And looking good now for Sligo. But then Galway sub Austin Leonard got a valuable point. Hopping all the way over the bar, there was nothing this time that Pat Kilcoyne could do about it. Eamon O'Hara again. He got a point a few minutes ago with his left, this time with his right. And there's 8 minutes to go. Sligo lead by 1 point. But Finnegan got an equaliser for Galway 10-all. And then, with 2 minutes to go, Neil Finnegan with an excellent point from play, and Galway were ahead again, 11 points to 10. However, in injury time, this free by Declan McGoldrick, a pressure kick all the way over the bar. The day was saved for Sligo. And for Declan McGoldrick, it was certainly a day of mixed fortunes.
Well, Declan, a remarkable day for you, really. A game of 2 kicks, the penalty, first of all.
Yeah, I've been practicing them all week, and that's what I like to do, is try and keep them low and to the left. But I guess I did a wee bit too well today, and I just came out. And 9 times out of 10 it hit the inside of the post and go in, but I couldn't believe it coming out.
Well, that last free, though, it was a pressure kick. It was very, very difficult, and you did it.
Yeah, well, I asked the referee, and he said that we only just had a minute left. So the breeze was kind of blowing across, so I just put the ball down, looked at the back post, and hoped for the best, because Paul Taylor was a free taker, and he kind of twinged an injury there. So he asked me there the last 15 minutes, would I take over the free taker?
John O'Mahony, you have to wait another week to know who you'll be meeting in the next round, but given your vested interest in this game today, what did you think of it?
Well, I think that Sligo showed a lot of conviction against the wind in the second half, and I think, might have stolen it in the end. But I think both teams probably deserve another day, Jim, in the sense that it wasn't a classic encounter by any means. And certainly the game will bring, whoever wins it eventually will bring them on that bit, and we'll be waiting the winners with interest after next Sunday.
John O'Mahony there with words of hope for the winners. That game will be played in Tuam, but first of all we go to our Athlone studio where PJ Carroll, manager of Sligo, is standing by. PJ, one way or another, yesterday has to be looked upon as a terrific day for Sligo football.
Well, quite true, Michal. Sligo football showed a great bit of character yesterday. At half-time, things looked very, very bad for the team. Actually, we went in at half-time a point behind after playing with a gale force wind. In the second half, we showed this true character and showed all the hard work we've done over the winter months came to fruition yesterday, and we were very unlucky we didn't get a result. But in saying that, it was also a great day for Connacht football because it got the Connacht Championship off to a great start, and there was some excellent football in the game.
I'd like to know what was said at the players' meeting after the game.
Well, it's quite easy to talk after the